What the fuck? Oh yeah, I gotta turn up my audio. Alright, well you're gonna have to actually like take the reins here.
What the fuck?
What are those? These are like meat bricks.
It's like Legos but meat.
Whoa! Whoa! Jesus! Well, I guess this is like the one place that you're safe in because it's already fucking fallen.
Just watch like another fucking tile fall.
There's a roof on top of this roof.
Can I go in here?
Whoa, whoa. So, Gus, what's your favorite gun in any game you've ever played?
Ooh, honestly, the way like the payday shotguns work is like so satisfying.
Yeah, those are like some of the best shotguns in video games ever made. Because they didn't pull the bullshit where it's like, oh, if you don't stand like in their living room when they're watching a good program, then you're not gonna fucking hit them. But do you like shotguns in video games? I know a lot of people have very mixed things on shotguns.
I think the shotguns in Payday are really cool because I don't know. There's so many enemies coming at you. It's like so much fun to just fucking blow them away.
Yeah.
Usually I don't really like shotguns too much in video games though, like FPSs. Because, like player versus player FPSs. Because I really like using like more accuracy than, you know, just figuring out the best time to pop somebody.
Yeah, I like shotguns in video games just because like maybe it's because other people don't like shotguns in video games. I'm a shotgun hipster. My favorite gun in any video game, or at least weapon, is the mortar from Far Cry 2.
Yeah, Far Cry has some good gameplay with like the shooting.
But have you ever played Far Cry 2?
I think so. I think I've played it a bit. I've played a lot of Far Cry 3.
Far Cry 2 is like one of those games that's such like a anomaly within the series. It's not like Far Cry 1, it's not like Far Cry 3. And to me, it's like the best in the series. I remember I really liked Far Cry 3, and then I went to play Far Cry 2, and I was like, this game's not that great. And then eventually, but the thing is, the game like leaves such an impression on you that I've never replayed Far Cry 3, but I replayed Far Cry 2 like every year.
Yeah, I think I played Far Cry 1, now that you talk about it.
And Far Cry 4 was like just more of the same. In fact, it was just kind of a bit too long for me, and I didn't really enjoy it. I think there's cool things about it, like their inclusion of being able to shoot from a car or shoot through the window. I remember when that came out, I was super fucking stoked. But or shooting from a zip line. No, that was in Far Cry 3.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that was super awesome, but you never used it. And I also remember, do you remember the RoboCop pistol they had in Far Cry 3?
The RoboCop pistol?
You know, like the one that's like very sci-fi-ish and it's like shoots and bursts like.
Oh, I think so.
I recently watched RoboCop, dude. Fucking movie is really good.
You ever played Just Cause?
Yes, I played Just Cause 4.
That's a pretty fun game.
I wanted to make the Just Cause joke, but that's probably such a fucking used joke.
Played Just Cause 4 just cause.
Just cause. I asked my mother who this person was in terms of relation to me, and she said just cause. And then I fucked them because it's just a cousin.
Just cuz.
Well, it's a second cousin. If it's a second cousin, you're good, right?
It's just a cuz.
Just a cuz. Just a second cuz.
Ooh.
You ever hear the seventh son of a seventh son myth?
Yeah.
Where they like turn into a werewolf?
Well, I think it's like, is it actually a werewolf?
Well, I think in different places it's different things. I think in Argentina it is.
You know, there was actually
A study done that proved the seventh son of a seventh son is a demonic hell child.
No, I heard there's like an actor, like an American actor in like the 60s who was the seventh son of a seventh son.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that's just the seventh son of a seventh son is just not going to happen anymore because
Not that many kids.
people don't want to fuck that much anymore. Well, they don't want to fuck that much with that much consequence anymore.
Well,
And they don't
nobody
have
wants to have that many kids anymore. Back in the day, you know, like kids were your slave workers on the farm.
yeah. Yeah. That is like such a very interesting relation with your kids. To like just have kids because you need someone to fucking work for you. In a way, it's such like a business. It's such a money approach to having kids. You know?
Yeah.
It's like 80s capitalism before 80s capitalism existed. Like 80s capitalism, if your yuppie was a fucking leathery old man and woman. But I don't know. Whoa, you
I like broke it.
you are the what the fuck is it called? It's the something in the gears.
Oh shit.
You are what in the cogs? God dang it.
The cog in the gears?
No, that's not
The
it.
cog in the machine?
Yeah. Wait, no, it's something like that like stops it. It's not the glitch. It's like you are the fucking A.
Oh my god, they're just throwing grenade after grenade.
You know what video games don't get right about grenades?
What?
Just how fucking devastating they are.
Well,
like if you see a grenade in real life, dude, the thing blows up like at least like I don't know. Like you see a grenade blow up and it like takes out a fucking zip code.
I thought you were gonna talk about like how they explode in real life. Like a fragmentation grenade doesn't explode. It explodes, but it's not the explosion that'll kill you. It's the fragmentation.
So if you're telling me there's like a possibility where a grenade blows up and none of the fucking fragmentation hits you.
Yeah, that's why you're supposed to like hit the deck when a grenade gets thrown.
Damn.
Didn't you know about that?
I mean, I knew. I feel like if you're within a certain range, the concussive power of it would kill you anyways. You know?
Yeah.
But I do think that it's mostly about the frag. Like in Counter-Strike or Fistful of Frags. What does frag mean in that context?
Fragmentation grenade.
No. Frag is a different thing.
Oh, like a kill?
Yeah, is that what it means?
Yeah.
Get a frag?
Well, it comes from Quake, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
And what was the context in Quake?
I don't know. I think it's just what they called it.
They called it a frag.
Oh my god, that's such bullshit. Come around the fucking corner after escaping the tank and just get blown up.
I read that Masters of Doom book, and now I'm way more appreciative of that part of like video game history. I think because like you know when you think about it now, it's just like it's so far gone, right? And the only people that remember are the people who had like fucking voodoo graphics cards, and they were rocking those like thick ass monitors, which I think is like. Would be a cool setup to do like as a joke, right? You have a beast ass computer with one of those a beast ass computer with one of those things, and you can just go retro with it.
That's like the people who like get fucking Ferrari engines and they're like jalopies.
Isn't a very common thing to go for like those Chevrolet? Can't remember what engine it is specifically, but Chevy makes like this engine that is very commonly used in like beefing up certain cars.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Well, they used to like sell like you could just buy like a fucking like Ferrari body and then put it on your shitty car.
It's funny to me that like for a lot of people in that it's a hack job. like completely altering a car to get a engine in it is not like, it's so complex that it's funny that can also be considered a hack job. People are like, I just wish I could see something more unique, you know. But it's like for them it's all about like horsepower per dollar, which is so like interesting too. For a while I was getting really into cars, and then I realized I was not even fucking mechanically gifted whatsoever.
Yeah.
I am not a man who should work with his hands. I'm a man who should work with his mouth.
Yeah, why?
Yeah. So, what's going on in Ethiopia, guys?
What's going on in Ethiopia?
It's like one of those African countries that's always like, its resume is pretty fucking impressive. You know what I mean? Like, the Europeans can never colonize it. Italy tried, but I mean, well, fucking. I remember reading that Mussolini like My Rise and then My Fall like thing. I still have it around here somewhere. And the thing is, motherfucker, like at parts I was like, yeah, he definitely is trying to do the right thing.
Oh my god.
The way he like explains it, like it makes you almost go, yeah, like why did people have a problem with Mussolini? Because the thing is like, there's a reason why those guys took over. It's because they were very like charismatic, and they were very like, they gave people what they wanted, you know.
Well, I mean, I don't think anybody would do anything unless they, for some reason, felt that it was the right thing to do. I mean, maybe you could feel something is the wrong thing to. I don't think that anybody would be that passionate about something.
Like the key to like a evil person who gets away with it. The fact that they are so like self-assured in what they are doing that like no one can like. Is that the difference between it, really?
Well, I think that the reason why these like tyrannical leaders were so successful is because they really did believe that they were doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think you could persuade that many people unless you actually believed in what you were doing.
There's got to be a way you can trick yourself into thinking like what you're doing is the right thing, though, like so that.
Well, I think it would be pretty easy to.
So that we can make use of absolutely diabolical schemes like them, where we rise to power.
Well, I think if you were actually, I think you know, your mind would trick yourself into just fucking.
Like, let's say we sit on the same school board committee, right? And then we rise to power, and then we convince the whole school to exile like a certain part of the school's population.
Exile.
Man, like the student senate was always like. It's just such a stupid thing. Like, the only thing you can do is power trip on pizza parties. Like, there's nothing to it that's, like, actually engaging to me. You know? Like, I'm a man who craves power, right? And
we know why.
And I need to exercise... Like, I need to have, like, special things, right? Like, oh, if I'm in the school committee, you know, I get access to, like, maybe a special bathroom that others don't. You know.
Why it needs a special bathroom?
Yeah, for fucking the bodily function challenged.
The bodily function challenge.
But so tell me what you're thinking right now. What is guiding your actions in this game?
I'm thinking, oh shit, I don't know if I can fucking.
I'm thinking, oh shit, I'm gonna die, and it's gonna be so awful.
I wish I could turn this tank. or drive it.
Gus, I know for you Minecraft is nostalgic, but is there any PS2 game that holds a special place in your heart?
Sly Cooper.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. It's like the first game I ever played on the
Do you like the entire series or only the first one?
I think it was Sly Cooper 2, maybe.
Oh yeah.
But I think I played the whole series.
What's the most obscure game that you thoroughly enjoyed?
Um,
Because I'm trying to think now.
I don't know if I can like remember
I have a
the
whole
name.
shelf of obscure games. If I had to recommend a game to anyone, that was within like pretty easy, like I would say Roadkill. I would say if you like GTA and Twisted Metal, you will absolutely love Roadkill. It's for the PS2 and Xbox. A very great game. I should definitely play it on this channel because it is very enjoyable. When I played it, it made me feel so. Because my childhood was playing GTA.
Yeah.
And when I played it, it gave me such like. It made me feel like I played a fucking GTA game that was forgotten. Like, there's something about that nostalgic rush. Like, it's a new experience, but it's nostalgic to you. And I think that really, that can really bring a game up in your estimation. I think that's why Dusk is so popular, right? Because it makes people remember, like, certain games from the past. Well, that's the whole thing. That's the whole like nostalgia movement. Like, what is it? Ion Fury. No, not Ion Fury. Yeah, Ion Fury. Where it's like this shooter made in the build engine, which is like this thing that was used for Duke Nukem. Don't quote me on that. It's probably gonna piss people off. Because like for some people, like first-person shooters for some people are like a religious experience. Those ones, at least. Like, you don't fucking shit on those things. But I want to design a level for you guys.
A level of what?
The 9th level.
A level of shit that's unprecedented.
I want the 9th level of hell for you. Just so you experience it, and then you come back and you live your life with that knowledge of what lies for the most tortured of souls. You know? Did you read Dante's Inferno?
Yeah.
What do you think about that, like the bottom layer of hell, like his interpretation of it?
I think it's really interesting in the sense that it's really, I feel like, a culmination of a lot of the way they viewed ethics in the time, you know?
Yeah, but I mean like the one with Lucifer in it.
Yeah, like the Satan frozen in the ice.
Yeah, like he is not the leader of hell. He is just another person who is tortured in hell.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, that like interpretation, like you see the images, and it actually is fucking haunting. You know?
Yeah. Oh my god.
I wanted to read like the Purgatorio and Paradiso, but who's got time for that shit? No one gives a fuck about heaven. They want hell. Do you think humans are more interested in punishment than rewards? Well, you know what it is? I think people think punishment is the only way to make people do things rather than rewarding them, but I mean, try to punish a rat and make it go through a maze. You can't, you know? You can do like a carrot and stick approach, but at the end of the day, a reward will always, you know, be giving people things, you know what I mean? Like rewarding them for the ways you want them to like act rather than punishing them for the ways you don't is always going to be a better approach, usually. I mean, some people are fucking unhelpable.
I don't think that humans are more interested in punishment.
It's weird though, because when you go to church, they're always so focused on hell.
Yeah, but I think that's more about doing the right thing.
Yes, but that's
the other thing is too. I feel like the Bible
what's
is
stupid
a
about
lot
that?
more descriptive about what will happen if you go to hell rather than what will happen if you go to heaven.
Well, because I think heaven's very subjective, right? Because it's like,
yeah. Well, I think the thing is
we know hell's gonna fucking suck. And this is if you believe in it, you know.
Yeah, but the thing is, you want people to, you want people to
be aware.
If you tell people that something bad is gonna happen, and you tell people something good is gonna happen, people don't really expect, that. Like, you really have to be descriptive in the bad rather than the good, because people will just be like, oh, it's good, sweet. And then it's like, it's bad? Well, how bad is it?
So you're going to go to hell and exist forever and suffer, or you're going to go to get a cake and then just nothing happens. Like